Hello friends, we are now going to look at multiplication of matrices. We want to see how to multiply different types of matrices. So we have a question here. We have these matrices. A is a 2 by 2 matrix, B here is a 3 by 2 matrix, and then we have here a 2 by 1 and another 2 by 2 matrix D. So we are saying find AD or evaluate AD. Okay, so here now we are going to see how to multiply A times D. So A times D, we are going to replace these two letters with the matrices. So A is 2, -5, 3, and 6. And then D is 0, 1, -2, and 4. And so when we multiply matrices, we do it row by column. So the first row here multiplied by that column there. So we more like make a 7. So here we are going to multiply 2 times 0 plus -5 times -2. So 2 times 0 plus -5 times -2. So we multiply like this, row by column. And then when we are done with this column, we can come to this column now. 2 times 1, 2 times 1 plus, so you always put a plus. So 2 times 1 plus -5 times 4 plus -5 times 4. Okay, and then we come, now that we are done with the top row and this other column here, we can now come to the row that is down here. So we are going to have 3 times 0, so this 3 here times that 0 there, plus 6 times -2. And then we are going to have 3 times 1 plus 6 times 4. And then now we can close the brackets and simplify. So we are going to have 2 times 0, which is 0. -5 times -2 is +10. So we are going to have plus 10 here. Then 2 times 1 is 2. Then -5 times 4 is -20. So we are going to have -20 here. Then we come down here. So 3 times 0 is 0. And then 6 times -2 is -12. And then we come here, 3 times 1 is 3. 6 times 4 is 24, +24. Okay, so we can simplify here further. We are going to have 0 plus 10 is 10. 0 minus 12 is -12. And then 2 minus 20 is -18. And 3 plus 24 is 27. And so this is how we multiply matrices. Now let's go to our next question, number 2, which says find BA. So our B is this one here. So we're going to replace the letters with the matrices. -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we multiply by our A. Our A is 2, -5, 3, and 6. So we are going to follow the same rule that we followed here. So here we are going to multiply now -1 times 2. So we are going to have -1 times 2 plus 2 times 3. So this -1 times this 2 plus this 2 times the 3 down here. And then by using the top row again, we can multiply now with this column this side. So we are going to have -1 times -5 plus 2 times 6. So this -1 times -5 plus 2 times 6. And then we can come to the second row here, which will give us 3 times 2 plus 4 4 times 3. So 3 times 2 plus 4 times 3 down here. Then we can come to this row now. 3 times -5 plus 4 times 6. And now we are done with this one. We can now come to the bottom row, the last row down here. So we are going to have 5 times 2 plus 6 times 3. Then we can now come to this column here. We are going to have 5 times -5 plus 6 times 6. So now that we are done, we can close the matrix. Okay, so we can now simplify this. We are going to have -1 times 2 is -2. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 6 here. -1 times -5 is +5. Then 2 times 6 is 12, so plus 12. Then we come down here. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 3 is 12. Then here 3 times -5 is -15. 4 times 6 is 24. Then we can come to the last row. 5 times 2 is 10. 6 times 3 is 18. So we have 18 there. And then here we are going to have 5 times -5 is -25. 6 times 6 is 36. Okay, so now we can now simplify this. Here we are going to add -2 plus 6, which will give us 4. And then 5 plus 12 will give us 17. 6 plus 12 will give us 18. -15 plus 24 will give us +9. 10 plus 18 will give us 28. -25 plus 36 will give us +11. And so this is how we simplify this question 2. Okay, now we are going to question 3. Question 3 says find DC. So question 3 says find DC. So DC, we are going to replace D and C with the matrices. So we have 0, we have 1, we have -2 and 4. And then our C is 7 and 9. So we can multiply now here. We are going to multiply 0 times 7, which will give us 0, plus 1 times 9, which will give us 9. So now that we are done with the top row, and there's only one column here, we can now go to the bottom row. So -2 times 7 is -14. Then 4 plus 4 times 9, which is 36. And then we can simplify here. 0 plus 9 will give us 9. -14 plus 36 will give us 22. And so this is how we evaluate matrices, by multiplying them. And this marks the end of our lesson. Thank you very much for paying attention.